good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Welcome. So today I want to share something about emotions, the importance of being in control of your emotions. So I was reading from the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel, and the story is quite interesting because there's this man. Israel cries out to God. They're like, we want a king, we want to be like the other people. We have no king. And so God sends the prophet Samuel to anoint Saul as king. And so Saul becomes king of Israel. And then Samuel gives Saul an instruction. Saul doesn't really follow it. And then God is upset and God takes away kingship from him. He remains in the seat for a while, but he appoints someone else and he tells Saul that, the kingship is going to be taken out of your lineage. I'm going to give it to someone completely different who is not in your bloodline. And so he sends the prophet Samuel to anoint David king. So David comes into the kingdom of Israel, into where? Into the, what's it called? Kingdom? Yeah, the palace, and has access to Saul. And then the story of Goliath comes in, which we're all familiar with. Saul was there at the beginning. Saul gave David his armor. David put it on. He's like, I'm not comfortable in this. It's really big. It's not working for me, but I do know how to sling a shot and I trust myself in that. I know that God will be with me. Let me use this. So David goes, he uses his sling, one shot, boom, Goliath is dead. And then the women start cheering in the streets saying, Saul killed thousands, but David has killed tens of thousands, and it becomes this great thing. And then Saul hears it and he gets jealous. So the thing that I noticed is that from this point on, a lot of what we end up seeing is Saul went in pursuit of David. Saul sought after David. Saul looked for David, that kind of thing. And so Saul spent a lot of his time from that point on in pursuit of David. He's chasing after David, trying to kill him. Like, his life mission became trying to kill David. Listen, the reason he was appointed as king of Israel, I can guarantee you, was not to kill David at all. Because David, first of all, is from the same kingdom. But because he let his emotions get the better of him, he had people cheering for David, he became upset, he became jealous, and he said, I must kill this guy. Why are they cheering him on? Why are they talking about him? I'm the king, blah, blah, blah. And he let his emotions get the better of him. Here's the thing. David is in the same kingdom that Saul is in. So if they've killed a giant, it means that the kingdom of Israel has defeated a giant, because Goliath was tormenting the people of Israel and tormenting their armies. And so the fact that Goliath is killed and the Philistines have been sent out of Israel means that Israel now has peace. And so instead of focusing on that and now thinking of how he can serve the people of Israel better and now take it to greater heights and do better things, he spent the rest of his life almost chasing after David. And so there was a point somewhere in chapter 25-26 where he was outside of Israel trying to find where David was, who was in hiding, and the people of his army came to him to tell him that they had been invaded, the kingdom had been invaded, and so he had to leave where he was, run back to the kingdom and try and sort out that situation, and then eventually he came back to pursue David. Here's the thing, they probably would not have been invaded had he been in the kingdom where he was supposed to be, or the damage maybe wouldn't have been as much. Like, why do people have to come to you, look for you, find you, and tell you, oh my God, there's this thing happening, when he actually had the potential to deal with the crisis before it got to that point? Because he was outside of his kingdom, letting his emotions get the best of him. Is that he now focused so much on the anger he had, the jealousy he had. How can they be cheering for this little boy and not cheering for me? And then he spent the rest of his kingship chasing after David. And so for me, the thing that stood out and the thing that I realized was that I have to control my emotions. It's that, yes, you feel emotions. Yes, it's okay. You're a human being. Sometimes jealousy will come, sometimes envy, anger, whatever. It's normal. But how are you going to act or react when those emotions come? You cannot give in to those emotions, because you will probably end up losing sight of your mission, losing sight of your purpose. You forget why you're in that career path that you chose and what it is you're fighting for. You forget why you started that business and what your intention was. You forget what it is that you live for, the thing that you actually originally were waking up every day to pursue. You can actually lose sight of that if you let your emotions get the best of you. So control your emotions. You can be in control of your emotions, and you must be in control of your emotions. I can be in control of my emotions, and I must be in control of my emotions. Because when we're not in control of our emotions, we can potentially lose sight of the very thing we're meant to be living for and the assignment that we've been given here on earth or in whatever space we're in for the season. So control your emotions this week. Don't let them get the best of you. You have control. You have the power to focus on the mission and do what you need to do and not get sidetracked by your emotions. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, a great week, a great life. Bye.